I would describe her as dedicated. She is dedicated to so many aspects of her life. She loves the game of golf. She is very dedicated to her family. She has been very dedicated to the club and the members. So every time that I think about her, I think of how much she loves everybody in her life.
Tenacious. Well, because she's been through such a difficult time recently, but she has stayed at an incredible level in terms of her job and her responsibility to the club, an incredible devotion to her family during this period, and she never really stopped being optimistic and positive about the trials and tribulations through which she's been going.
On April 27th in 2017, I got a call from my doctor and she said that my blood work wasn't quite right. So I needed to go redo it. They told me that I had CML, which is the kind of, it's a chronic leukemia. When it's an acute leukemia, that means it's not good, but chronic is okay. That just means you're gonna live with it the rest of your life. But acute means you're kind of in bad shape. I go on a strict drug for approximately 2.5 years, and we got the levels down, and I take a much smaller dose and it's not near as much side effects or anything, and my blood levels have all been good since January. But then in May of 2019, I qualified for the Senior Open down at Pine Needles, and I played practice rounds and I did all right, I'm feeling okay. And then all of a sudden I got a headache that wouldn't go away. And it hurt really, really bad. I could barely swing a golf club. I obviously missed the cut, came home, and a dear friend took me to the ER. They did an MRI and they found that I have a tumor wrapped around my lacrimal gland, which means that I can't cry. And even when my father passed away of leukemia at MSK, it was weird that I couldn't cry out of this eye, but I could out of this eye. And I kind of noticed it, but I didn't think anything of it. And then, so I did chemotherapy in October, November, December, and the tumor actually got bigger instead of going smaller. February 5th, they took the tumor out this year, and then I started radiation in April. 30 days straight. It was really easy at the first 4 weeks, and the last 2 weeks were really hard. I was very burned and very tired, and that was the middle of COVID. We opened up with walkers only here, but I still came into work every day because it was better for me to see people and be around people than to sit at home and wonder what's going to happen. We went through the scans mid-July, and they want to say cancer-free, but at the same time, an oncologist will never say you're totally free of cancer. But my mom's been through a lot of cancers, including lymphoma, melanoma, and breast cancer, and aneurysms in her brain, all in the last couple of years. And that, she also has taught me that you never say you're cancer-free. As soon as you do that, something else might happen. But I think that with the faith that my family has, that we just try to live one day at a time and appreciate what you have now versus, golf used to be so important that I would put my practice and do my drills, and now it's a little bit more important to call the people that you really love and stay in touch with people more and reach out to the people that might have cancer, because now you understand what they're going through. And it's really put a different light into my daily activities, let's put it that way.
It's about perseverance and getting through some tough times in your life, and I think all of us have tough times that we have to get through. She has gone through, we all say, more than her fair share the last few years. Her father's illness and then passing, her mother's illnesses, and then her own. And I just got the goosebumps. She just keeps going, and she doesn't stop smiling, she doesn't stop working, and she doesn't stop caring for everyone, even when she is the one that needs to be cared for. So she let us help her, which was unusual for her because she wants to be the one helping all the time. But we all love her so much that we wanted to help.
And in the meantime, all the things that are going on here at Birchwood, really piling on the difficulties of trying to manage all that stuff in her own personal life and keep the golf program here at Birchwood successful and operating so that the members really had a seamless view of what was going on. And but at a certain point, she came out with it, and she did inform the members of the seriousness of her situation. And the members jumped all over it, were extremely supportive to help her through the process, getting her own treatments. It was really, you know, Birchwood's a small club, and but our membership is like her family. She said it many, many times. And it was helpful to us to be able to help her.
I'm very thankful for the membership here at Birchwood. So supportive. Before COVID, they gave me so many rides back and forth to the doctors because I could not drive for almost 5 months with this. And so going forward, COVID came and nobody wanted to give me rides anymore. But I will be very honored to say they raised a lot of money for me to have a driver, and that's the kind of people they are. This is not where I work, but this is my family. These people here at Birchwood, I've been here for 18 years, and I do say it's one large family.
For the Met section, she loves this game, and she loves promoting things that are going on at other clubs and other golf courses and other pros, and she really does reach out to so many different areas. She's been doing this a very long time, and she has a lot of great stories and a lot of great friends. So her love of golf is so apparent. Her father also loved the game of golf. That's how she got involved. And watching her tell stories about her father is awesome, you know, because he's no longer here to golf with her, but I know he's with her, you know, when she's out there golfing.
Well, she does have Birchwood in her veins. She's a great teacher. She's a wonderful friend, and I can't imagine coming from where she was to where we are today that anybody would have done a better job.
So there are so many people that have been so helpful during this time in my life. The last 3 years, I can't tell you how many people, including PGA golf pros, that reached out to me. That the only time I ever really saw them were at tournaments. But all of a sudden now they're sending me texts or giving me calls, asking me if they could go get groceries for my mom and I during COVID. They're asking me if they can go walk my dog. You know, things that I never thought that I needed help with, but it was so nice, especially during those winter months when it was so cold and I didn't want to get sick. There are also, the gals in the Met section are also another family. There's no doubt. I mean, we can look back over the years. I've been in this Met section for, I believe, 27 or 28 years. And the group of gals that was here teaching, you know, 20-some years ago is it's a lot different than the girls that are here now, but I'm still here. And so is Wendy Modick and Angela Lente and CJ Reeves. And, you know, I could keep naming, there's 6 or 7 of us that are now, quote, seniors in the senior division. But even the younger ones, you know, the Jessica and the Ambers and the Sarahs, the bottom line is they reach out to me too and ask if there's anything they can do or give me rides. I just say thank you very, very much, including Jeff. Jeff Voorhees has reached out to me several times and just checked on me, you know, and there's no doubt the PGA of America in the Met section, I can say Birchwood's a family, I can say the gals in the section are a family, and I can say the entire Met PGA is a family. Well, obviously I have a lot of families to thank, but my own family has been incredible. I have a mother that came here to Connecticut from Missouri and literally has taken care of me for 3 years. I find that, you know, I haven't had to do any laundry. I don't cook. She just has done everything she could to make sure that I got better and that I could still keep going on my job. And even taking care of my dog. She takes good care of my dog. And my sister, who never have any health issues, but she owns her own business called cuteandcomfy.com. It's a shoe store, very successful in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank goodness for my niece. My sister was able to travel here 17 times in 2019. She came back and forth this year during COVID, I believe, 2 or 3 times, and helped us out with some of our surgeries that my mom had to have. So to get on a plane that many times, I'd say my family's been a big part of this also. You know, we want to continue to make, you know, it makes you want to give awareness to people how important it is for cancer research, how important it is to go give blood. Leukemia hit 2 of us, and you know, I saw those bags of plasma come, you know, waiting 5-6 hours for it, you know, stuff like that that people aren't even aware of until you do it. And you know, you just don't know what it's like until you're going through it. And it means a lot that, you know, that I guess friends and family have recognized how tough it's been, but it's also very humbling to even be in this position, because, you know, the only thing I can get out of it, or that we want to say, is that we want to make people aware of how important it is to raise money for cancer research and to go give blood.